Hey everyone, and welcome. Take a deep breath with me. Right now, as you're watching this, how much of your day is spent looking outward, comparing your life, your progress, your worth to everyone else's highlight reel? We're all caught in it, aren't we? This relentless current of comparison. But what if I told you that the key to your deepest joy, your truest purpose, and your unwavering peace lies not out there, but deep within you? In the next hour, we're going to dive into freeing ourselves from this endless race and learn how to finally, powerfully, focus on the one person who truly matters, you. Let's get started. The relentless roar of comparison. Look around you, or more accurately, look within, at the reflection of the world you carry. We're living in an age defined by paradox, profound connection, yet pervasive isolation. Every waking moment, it seems, we're immersed in a digital ocean, a vast, swirling current of information, images, and meticulously crafted narratives. It's an endless global performance, a perpetual highlight reel playing out before our very eyes. Every scroll, every tap, every glowing feed presents a meticulously curated version of someone else's life. The dazzling careers, the effortless achievements, the perfect relationships, the seemingly flawless physiques, the exotic adventures. It's a relentless, overwhelming symphony of shoulds and must-haves. And in that shimmering, ceaseless stream, a quiet, insidious question begins to form in our minds, barely a whisper at first, then growing into a persistent, soul-eroding echo. Am I truly enough? We begin to measure our own messy, beautiful, authentic lives against these external benchmarks. We compare our journey's raw beginning to someone else's polished middle, or even their seemingly perfect end. We scrutinize our quiet struggles against their loud public triumphs. But let's be clear, this isn't just about feeling a momentary pang of envy. This is deeper. This is about the insidious, subconscious rewriting of your own invaluable narrative. It's about letting external metrics define your internal worth. This constant outward comparison is a relentless thief. A thief of your joy, a thief of your peace, a thief of your precious, irreplaceable time. It erodes your confidence, pollutes your perspective, and fundamentally diverts you from the only path that holds true meaning, your own authentic journey. Unpacking the roots of the comparison trap. But why do we fall into this trap so easily? Why does this self-defeating cycle feel so impossible to break? It's not simply a lack of willpower, is it? No, this tendency is woven into the very fabric of our humanity, a complex interplay of ancient psychology, modern societal conditioning, and the relentless algorithms of our modern age. For millennia, comparison served a vital primal purpose. Our ancestors needed to assess their standing within the tribe, to ensure access to resources, to secure safety, to maintain belonging. It was about relative strength, speed, or social acumen, directly linked to survival. But in today's world, that ancient wiring is constantly, overwhelmingly overstimulated. It's applied to realms far beyond our immediate needs: financial success, aesthetic perfection, public popularity. The stakes, though perceived as incredibly high, are often purely social, not existential. Yet our brains respond with primal fear. Then there's the powerful current of societal and cultural conditioning. From our earliest days, we're often taught to look outward for validation. Academic grades, athletic achievements, popularity contests, we are molded by systems that reward conformity and external applause. Keeping up with the Joneses isn't just a quaint saying, it's a deeply ingrained cultural imperative, whispered through advertising, celebrated in media, enforced by unspoken norms. We absorb these messages like thirsty sponges, internalizing the belief that our value is derived from how perfectly we stack up against others. We learn, often unconsciously, to perform for an audience, frequently forgetting who we truly are when the spotlight dims. And finally, the digital architect of this comparison trap, the algorithm. These sophisticated, ever-learning systems are designed with one primary goal: to keep us engaged, scrolling, clicking. To achieve this, they masterfully feed us content that confirms our existing biases, amplifies our insecurities, and, most potently, directly fuels comparative thinking. We see endless streams of meticulously curated highlight reels, the impossible vacations, the meteoric career advancements, the seemingly flawless lives, all presented as the effortless norm. But in reality, they are often anomalies, carefully constructed facades, fleeting moments devoid of context. The internet, in its relentless pursuit of engagement, has created a global, always-on comparison machine, amplifying our natural tendencies to unprecedented, even dangerous levels. This constant, amplified exposure to manufactured perfection breeds a profound, gnawing sense of inadequacy. We begin to believe that our authentic, messy, evolving selves are somehow less than. We meticulously scrutinize our own lives, discovering flaws where none truly existed, and celebrating our genuine achievements less and less when we perceive someone else's to be greater. This isn't just a fleeting moment of self-doubt, it's a deep, insidious rewriting of your own narrative, a slow, silent erosion of your inherent, undeniable worth. The devastating cost of this outward gaze is far more devastating than we truly realize. It's not merely a passing feeling of envy, it fundamentally reshapes our lives, often without us even consciously noticing the profound loss. Consider the theft of your authentic joy. When your joy is tethered to external validation or dictated by comparison, it becomes fleeting, fragile, utterly conditional. You can pour your soul into achieving a goal, reaching a significant milestone, only to have your satisfaction immediately undermined by seeing someone else who seems to have achieved more or better. This external focus tragically steals the simple, profound, and enduring joy of your own unique journey. It forces you to wear a mask, to present a version of yourself you believe will be approved of, rather than allowing your true self to shine. You become a performer in your own life, rather than a wholehearted participant. Next, witness the erosion of your self-worth and confidence. Constant comparison is a direct, relentless assault on the very core of who you are. It feeds the narrative that you are insufficient, that you are inherently lacking. Each whispering thought of, "I should be like them, why can't I have that?" is a brick systematically removed from the foundation of your confidence. This erosion manifests as crippling self-doubt, paralyzing indecision, and a pervasive fear of failure or judgment. You become hesitant to pursue your most audacious ideas, to speak your deepest truth, or to take the necessary risks because the imagined judgment of others looms so overwhelmingly large. Then there's the draining of your vital energy and irreplaceable time. Just consider the immense mental and emotional bandwidth this consumes, the countless hours spent scrolling, analyzing, wishing, and self-doubting. That precious energy, that finite time, is being invested not in your profound growth, not in your deepest fulfillment, but in the manufactured fantasy lives of others. It's a subtle yet profound betrayal of your own magnificent potential. Every second spent consumed by someone else's path is a second irrevocably lost from cultivating your own. This outward focus leads to relentless mental exhaustion, to burnout, and to an insidious feeling of being perpetually behind, even when, by all objective measures, you are bravely moving forward. And finally, perhaps most tragically, the missed opportunities for genuine self-discovery and true connection. When your gaze is constantly fixed outward, you inevitably miss the subtle, profound cues of your own soul. You neglect the unique talents, the quiet passions, the burning curiosities that are meant solely for you. You miss the opportunity to truly understand your own triggers, to courageously heal your own wounds, to connect authentically with your deepest, most sacred values. And here's the stark irony. This outward focus also hinders true connection with others. If you're constantly performing or comparing, genuine vulnerability, the bedrock of all meaningful human relationships, becomes impossible. You attract superficial connections based on fleeting validation, not on authentic appreciation for who you truly are. The cost is nothing less than your authentic self, your unique journey, and your inherent beautiful peace. But listen closely, there is a powerful, profound way to reclaim your focus, your energy, and your deepest joy. It starts with a simple yet courageous and transformative act, turning your gaze inward. The urgent invitation inward, reclaiming your inner world. This is where the true revolution begins. Imagine the profound, liberating freedom that washes over you when you consciously choose to shift your gaze, when you deliberately turn off the external noise, silence the constant chatter of social media, and detach from the relentless chase for external approval. And instead, you consciously, lovingly tune in to your own unique frequency. This isn't about ignoring the world, no. It's about establishing your own inner sanctuary, a peaceful, resilient refuge where you can finally hear yourself think, feel, and simply be. The power of profound presence. The very first step inward is through the portal of presence. Our minds are often relentless travelers, either dwelling in the past, replaying old regrets and wounds, or racing into the future, rehearsing anxieties and worst-case scenarios. Mindfulness, at its core, is the courageous act of bringing ourselves back to the only moment we truly possess, now. Simple yet profoundly effective practices like conscious deep breathing, a deliberate body scan, feeling your body's connection to the ground, or truly engaging your senses in an everyday activity, savoring a cup of tea, feeling the texture of your clothes, listening to the rhythm of the rain. These simple acts can anchor you to the present. This sacred practice quietens the external roar and allows your own inherent inner wisdom to gently surface. Journaling, the sacred mirror to your soul. Journaling is far more than just writing words on a page. It's a profound conversation with yourself. It's a sacred mirror to your soul, a private space where you can courageously excavate your deepest thoughts, confront your fears, illuminate your boldest dreams, and identify your true desires, all without the crushing weight of judgment. Free writing, stream of consciousness journaling, or engaging with carefully chosen prompts like, what truly brings me unbridled joy? What am I genuinely afraid of? What do I value most above all else? These practices can reveal insights so profound they feel like revelation. This practice, above all, helps you discern and separate your authentic voice from the internalized, often critical voices of others. Defining your core values and vision. Now ask yourself with unwavering honesty, what truly matters to you? Not what society dictates, not what your family expects, not what your peers relentlessly chase. What are your core, non-negotiable values? Is it integrity, creativity, compassion, freedom, adventure? Spend deliberate, quiet time identifying these anchors for your soul. Once you intimately know your values, you can begin the empowering work of crafting a personal vision for your life that aligns intrinsically with them, not with someone else's polished highlight reel. This deeply personal vision becomes your internal compass, unwavering and true, meticulously guiding your choices regardless of external pressures or fleeting trends. This inward journey, this deliberate and loving nurturing of your inner world, is precisely where true, unshakable strength is forged. It's where you discover your innate capabilities, not the ones others tell you you should have, but the unique, powerful gifts that are authentically, unequivocally yours. It's where you courageously confront your deepest fears, truly understand your triggers, and begin the sacred process of healing your own wounds. This, my friend, is the fertile, sacred ground from which genuine, transformative growth springs. Building your own path, brick by authentic brick. Once you've courageously tuned in to that quiet inner wisdom, the path forward becomes strikingly clear. It's no longer about competing, it's about creating. It's not about comparing, it's about contributing. Your precious energy, once scattered and dissipated by external distractions, can now be channeled powerfully and purposefully into meticulously building a life that truly reflects your deepest aspirations, not someone else's fleeting expectations. This means consciously, deliberately defining your own version of success. For some, it might be a thriving career that aligns perfectly with their deepest purpose. For others, a harmonious, loving family life. For others still, a quiet existence filled with profound creative pursuits, dedicated environmental stewardship, or a lifelong journey of deep learning. Understand this, there is no universal template for a meaningful life. Your definition of success is valid, profoundly valid, precisely because it is yours. When you bravely stop chasing someone else's dream, you profoundly free yourself to build your own, meticulously, brick by authentic brick. And remember this vital truth: growth is not a linear climb. It's a dynamic series of courageous experiments, invaluable lessons, and continuous, graceful refinements. There will be inevitable setbacks, moments of profound doubt, and unforeseen detours. But when your focus remains internal, these challenges are transformed into powerful opportunities for learning, not reasons for self-condemnation. You learn to celebrate every small victory, to deeply appreciate every single step, and to implicitly trust your own unique, divinely appointed pace. Your journey is uniquely yours, and its profound value lies not just in the arrival, but in the brave, beautiful act of living. Building your own path also involves the courageous, often difficult act of setting clear, firm boundaries. This means saying no to things that relentlessly drain your energy, that don't align with your core values, or that relentlessly pull you back into the treacherous waters of comparison. It means intentionally curating your digital environment, unfollowing accounts that trigger negative self-talk, and choosing your real-life associations wisely, prioritizing those who uplift and inspire. Protecting your inner peace is a fundamental, non-negotiable act of self-love, and it is absolutely essential for sustaining your authentic journey. Every single time you choose to invest in your own skills, your own well-being, your own passions, authentically, genuinely, you are laying another crucial brick in the majestic foundation of your authentic life. Every time you bravely say no to something that doesn't truly resonate, you are strengthening your boundaries and profoundly honoring your deepest truth. This isn't selfish. It's the single most powerful act of self-love you can commit. And it's only from a place of self-love and self-understanding that you can truly offer your best, most genuine self to the world around you. The liberation of authenticity. Releasing external validation. Now we arrive at the ultimate liberation, the crowning jewel of this profound inward journey, the conscious shedding of the crippling, endless need for external validation. When you truly, deeply focus on yourself, on your own growth, you realize a magnificent truth. Your worth isn't determined by likes, by comments, by accolades, or by the ever-fluctuating opinions of others. Your worth is inherent. It's woven into the very fabric of who you are, simply by virtue of your existence. You are worthy simply because you are. The myth of perfection, your beautiful imperfections. The world around us, particularly the curated digital one, relentlessly sells us a dangerous myth, the myth of perfection. But perfection is a prison. It's an unattainable, soul-crushing standard that stifles creativity, squashes authentic joy, and fundamentally prevents true human connection. Instead, embrace your imperfections. Understand them not as flaws, but as unique, beautiful facets that contribute to your singular beauty, your compelling story, and your profound character. As the poet Leonard Cohen so beautifully observed, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Your imperfections are where your true light can shine. Living your truth unapologetically. This is where true, unvarnished authenticity blossoms. You stop trying to painfully fit into molds that were never, ever meant for you. You stop performing for an audience that doesn't truly see, truly understand, or truly appreciate you. Instead, you begin to live from a place of profound, undeniable self-acceptance. You embrace your quirks, your unique perspectives, your individual talents, not despite them, but precisely because of them. Your voice, once silenced by the suffocating fear of judgment, begins to ring true and clear, a melody entirely your own. There's an incredible, boundless power in intimately knowing who you are and standing absolutely firm in that knowledge, even if it means bravely going against the prevailing current, against the grain. When you are truly, deeply focused on your own growth and well-being, the opinions of others miraculously lose their insidious grip over you. Their judgments become irrelevant. Their fleeting expectations no longer dictate your choices. You become the undisputed, powerful author of your own story, guided by your true inner compass, not by the shifting, fickle winds of external trends or fleeting social norms. And here's a crucial distinction. This doesn't mean becoming isolated or uncaring, quite the opposite. In fact, when you are truly authentic and profoundly grounded in your own truth, you effortlessly attract connections that are deeper, more meaningful, and far more resonant. You naturally draw in people who appreciate you for who you genuinely are, not for who you pretend to be. You build relationships based on truth, on mutual respect, and on shared growth, not on superficial comparison or corrosive competition. This is the profound beauty of cultivating your own vibrant garden. It naturally attracts the right kind of butterflies, those who truly appreciate your unique, magnificent bloom. The unfolding ripple effect of radical self-focus. When you truly focus on yourself, on your growth, your well-being, your authentic expression, something profoundly remarkable begins to happen. It doesn't make you selfish, it makes you exponentially stronger. It doesn't make you isolated, it makes you more genuinely, deeply connected. Because when you are whole, when you are profoundly grounded in your own truth, when your cup is full and overflowing with self-acceptance, you have so much more to offer the world around you. Your light, once dimmed, once obscured by comparison and external pressures, now shines brighter than ever before, You become an undeniable inspiration, not because you're actively trying to be, but simply because you are living authentically, bravely, fully. Your journey becomes a quiet yet powerful testament to the beauty of self-belief, a living example that gently encourages others to also look inward, to courageously claim their own power, and to bravely walk their own unique path. You become a beacon of authenticity in a world yearning, desperately yearning, for genuine connection and realness. Imagine for a moment a world where more people choose to focus on their own inner work, on meticulously building their own authentic lives. A world where validation emanates from within, not from external likes or endless comparisons. A world where unique strengths are celebrated, not judged, where individuality is cherished, not suppressed. That magnificent world begins with you. It begins with your courageous, life-altering choice to finally turn your gaze inward. So, there it is. The journey inward isn't always easy, but it is the most rewarding path you will ever take. Remember, every step you take to understand yourself, to honor your values, and to define your own success is an act of profound self-love. You're not just changing your life, you're sending ripples of authenticity out into the world. Stop measuring, start living. Your authentic North Star is shining brightly, waiting to guide you. All you have to do is turn your gaze inward. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe for more content that helps you live your most authentic life. Leave a comment below and share one small step you're going to take this week to focus on yourself. Thank you for watching, for being here, and for choosing to shine your unique light. Until next time, keep looking inward and keep building your masterpiece.